Hey everybody, this is Matt Dickman, and this is another edition of Inside Out. Today what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a revised look at Facebook's Beacon program. Definitely caused a lot of controversy online. Basically, if you're not really familiar with it, what Facebook is doing is allowing third-party sites to embed a really short piece of code on an action on their site. So let's say you purchase something, you create a blog post, you upload a photo. It could then send that action to Facebook from that site. So, companies like Overstock.com basically were sending your information to Facebook. There was a really short disclaimer window at the very beginning that went away, and once it was gone, it automatically posted on your Facebook profile. The second version of that basically would send it to Facebook and hold it there, but you're still kind of opting. You'd have to opt out of each individual one. Now what Facebook has done is they've included a global opt-out. A lot of people are saying that, in the first place, this should be opt-in, an opt-in kind of program where you say, I want to take part in this, instead of saying, I don't want to take part in this. Now, there are two sides to this story. Facebook obviously has made it really easy for marketers to use this service, but there are two sides. So on the marketer side, on the web side, companies that are engaging in this in Beacon in the program should basically be letting people opt into the program on their site. Once they've opted in, then let it send the information over to Facebook, and then let them reconfirm it once they're on the Facebook side. A lot of marketers are still not letting that initial opt-in happen, so stuff is going to Facebook anyways, and that is definitely something to take away from this video if you take nothing else, is that if you are engaging in this, it's a very powerful program. If you think about it, if somebody wanted to share what they've bought in the past year, they could do that, share it with their friends would have a perfect idea of what they want. If they want to participate in this, great. For people that don't want to participate in it, they don't have to. So I'm going to use the same example here that I used the first time. This is Typepad actually does this right. What they do is they let you opt in. So there's a box here that says Facebook. It says prompt me to share new posts on Facebook, and I'm going to use my photo blog as the example here. So when I post this, make this change, everything's been saved. If I come back to compose, and this is a photo blog basically, so let me grab a photo really quick. I'm just going to choose a quick image and go into my photos and grab the one that I want. Basically open that up in the post. I'm going to use my custom settings and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to insert the image. So basically what it's doing, what Beacon has done on the back end, what Typepad has enabled, now it's active for my account. I've opted in to participate in this program so that each time I post something on Typepad, I have the option of sharing that information with Facebook. There is still a pretty limited window to which you can see this little pop-up that comes up, and I'll show you what that is in just a second. So let me title this really quick. Blade in black and white. I'm going to go ahead down here. Oops, I'm going to save this. Now what you're going to see as soon as this saves, it's going to publish. Keep an eye down here in the lower right hand corner. It's pinging a bunch of sites now, which is part of what Facebook does, or what Typepad does. What you're going to see right here is that Typepad is sending this to your Facebook profile. Matt posted Blade in black and white on Typepad. Learn more, this isn't me, or no thanks. If you hit the no thanks, it hides down here for a second, so you can hide it, you can bring it up and down. If you hit no thanks, it goes away. It doesn't send it over to Facebook at all. So the next part, if you close this little window, it goes away completely. And if you were to wait too long, it would also go away completely. Now, what I'm going to do here, let me open Facebook really quick. Show you what this looks like now on the Facebook side, where before there was no really way to opt out at all. What you see now is that as soon as I log in, the very top of the page, it says Typepad is sending a story to your profile. It tells you what you posted. You can go ahead and remove it here. You can tell it to always publish stories, because basically what Facebook is relying on is that you opted in the first place, which in my opinion is a little bit of a mistake. So you come over here now. You can approve it globally, or you can go to the settings tab now, and Basically, you can set the individual setting for TypePad or for any of the other sites that you have available. You can always allow it, notify me first or never. And now there's a global unsubscribe here. So don't allow any websites to send stories to my profile. Now, there's another piece to this equation in that if marketers on the website are engaging in the Beacon program and you don't hit the no thanks kind of note first, or you go ahead and send it over, your data is still being sent to Facebook. Now, they claim that they're not using that data, but they still have access to it. So I think they need to figure out a better way to deal with that problem. But now if I say don't allow any website to send it, I hit save, it's not going to ask me again if I want to share information. I can come back and uncheck it. But if somebody is sending my information, basically it's just not going to tell me. But it's still going to capture it. So there are definitely some caveats here, but the global opt-out is definitely a step forward. I'd like to see that become a global opt-in, but just wanted to give you an idea of how they've made changes since the last time I talked to you. And as soon as they make another update, I'll re-update this video. So that's it for this time. If you have anything you'd like to see featured on a future Inside Out, drop me an email, mattdickman@gmail.com, or you can leave a comment. Thanks a lot.